and darkness surges strong and bold. There ain't no rest for...
Hey there, do you love what we do here at Community Media? Want to be a part of keeping local stories alive and helping our station grow? Now you can by joining our Patreon community. For as little as $5 a month, you can support local media and get exclusive perks. We have 3 membership tiers, $5, $10, and $25, each with its own set of benefits just for you. Regardless of which tier you choose, you will be added to our credits shown after each program we air as a thank you for your support. At $5, you're in the Attaboy tier, helping us continue our work while getting behind-the-scenes updates. At $10, you're in the contributing producer tier with even more perks like bonus content and sneak peeks. And at $25, you're in the executive producer tier with VIP access, shout-outs, and even more ways to connect with us. Your support not only helps us create quality content, but it also gives you a direct line to engage with our team. Whether it's exclusive content, behind-the-scenes access, or just knowing you're making a difference, you're part of the Community Media family. So what are you waiting for? Join us today and be part of something bigger. Visit patreon.com/communitymedia and help us keep the stories going and continue to make South Central PA a safe, vibrant, and thriving community. Thank you.
For the weary soul, I gotta keep on working with my heavy load. Ain't got no money, ain't got no toll. Now listen up, y'all, because I won't say more, except there ain't no rest. I gotta keep on working with my heavy load. Ain't got no money, ain't got no toll. Now listen up, y'all, because I won't sing more. There ain't no rest for the weary soul, yeah. these vibrant hearts, we still long for me. 'Cause you're still my love, 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 love. What is our love, love?
Pope Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 4 to 6 days.
Yeah.
Trivia list.
Hello and welcome.
And great news, Amy Welsh has returned
That
to the
is
rostrum.
such great news. I mean,
But CM Punk, Brandon, you and Anna did an outstanding job
Yeah.
last week, and we appreciated your efforts, so thank you so much.
and I have a feeling this summer with schedules, I think we're going to be seeing more of them here behind this desk.
And Greg is back in the fold. Greg, thanks for rejoining us. I saw Tina at Eisenhower Farm on Saturday.
That's right, at the egg roll.
Congratulated her on her outstanding performance.
She's fantastic. I cannot wait to get her here in the studio or on this panel.
Wasn't she here once?
She came for our
event?
holiday event. She'll
Yeah.
probably come for the summer one, but I'd love to get her on the screen. She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love watching her and Greg Weaver kind of go head to, it's really fun.
And I talked about all the times that she joins late and still has a quite respectable effort, so.
She joins late and still beats me.
I know,
You're too humble, Greg.
she's fantastic. You guys are both really great, some to be, but we have our very own Corey Smith here, who has been up there in the top few positions.
He needs your traffic light costume. That was the key, I guess.
And
That's
some
him coming back there, yes.
pop culture questions, I think, really help Corey out a little bit too.
Yeah.
In sports.
Well, yeah.
And sports.
Yeah, definitely that. And then CM Punk, I anticipate he's going to do really well because Anna's not here, so he won't have that distraction of trying to outbeat her, and he'll
Well, maybe she's
think
playing.
through. Maybe.
No, I won't have that pressure tonight, so maybe. I'll be able
All right,
to
well, we'll see how
concentrate.
that goes.
Do you keep the raw data, the scores, running tally, or you don't get that involved?
Because, we don't.
No, she just wins every week. Just kidding.
Yeah, we have some smart people.
Yeah.
And that's what we do here.
And if you'd like to be a panelist, just give us a call, 717-334-3000, or contact us at our website, communitymedia.net.
We'd love to have you.
We would.
And today, what besides it being April 22nd, what is today?
Earth Day.
Earth Day. What did you do to celebrate?
I was telling you about the very first Earth Day. I was in high school, and our student body spelled...
What year was that? The
it
very
was
first Earth Day?
1970.
Yep.
I was a senior in high school, and the student body spelled out the letters EARTH, and then somebody in an airplane took a picture of it, so it was a big deal. I don't know if we got it on the news, but
I'd love to see that photo.
yeah, I'll
55 years ago.
Yeah, I'll rumble around for it. So yeah, 55
That's really
years ago.
cool. And that was the very, very first one. Did you even know that it would continue on like this?
No, I mean, and obviously there's been a lot more science involved in terms of ozone depletion, and the
Yes.
science of contamination.
So
But,
many things.
It's more important than ever that we honor Earth Day and everything it represents.
And today, I had the opportunity, I went out through the Blossom Belt. This is an agricultural belt. There are 15 different orchards, farm markets.
So what, peaches, apples, what was in bloom today?
So the peaches are pretty much done. Those are like the pink, but lots and lots of apples within 2 days. We had an expert on the bus with us, a couple experts talking about the apples, the blooms, the orchards, and the agriculture. And in about 2 days, it'll be at peak heightened. It is incredible. We went to Peter's Orchards, way up there, came down to Fields of Adventure, and then ended up at Hollabaugh Brothers. But there are 15 total stops on the Adams County Blossom Belt, and it's just free. Just hop in your car, download the map through destinationgettysburg.com/blossoms, or just look up Blossom Belt Gettysburg, and that map's there. We have a lot of partners. There are great stops for selfie stations, fruit markets, places that you can stop and eat, drink some wine. Adams County Winery is part of it. It was absolutely gorgeous. I learned a lot.
And the red bud is in full bloom right now, and I
Yeah.
guess with the Bradford pear, that invasive species, I think that's pretty much out of the way, but most people love the fruit belt. I know I had a friend whose parents, that was a big thing they did as long as they could, sometime in I guess end of April, beginning of May,
Yeah.
right around this time, just drive around and look at the blossoms.
It's incredible. It's mind-blowing how many trees are on these gorgeous rolling hills. And then this weekend, April 26th, is our big Blossom Belt Festival, and that's going to be in Biglerville at the historic Apple Barn, right? Apple Museum. Yeah, so that's there. Free, go on out, have fun. There's going to be some food trucks, entertainment, things to do. Also, Hollabaugh Brothers, and if you're looking for things to do, I know that community media on their bulletin board probably have a lot of great things in there. What's happening? And do you know what I learned? That Adams County is the 4th largest producer of apples in the United States.
Wow.
Who knew? I bet Greg Weaver knew.
Well, what, Washington State
not.
has some great
I don't know. I know
apples out
Washington
there.
State is up there. Honestly, I don't know the other two. I just
Yeah.
know we're number 4. So the industry brings in so much revenue, jobs. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, the whole immigration issue too, I mean, how's that gonna impact the fruit industry? I'm sure the people that own the orchards are worried.
I don't know, but I hope it continues as it is, because it's doing amazing things for our county. In the world, our apples get shipped all over the world. India, South America. I learned all this today. So yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
And
Happy
what do you
birthday.
know out there who are watching? What kind of questions would you like to get? Corey wants some sports. Greg is like Bill Nye science guy,
Yeah.
but he has a wealth of knowledge about a number of
Movies,
fields.
yeah, everything.
CM Punk, nobody knows more about the
WrestleMania,
macabre.
yeah. Creatures, dark, scary things.
Yes, creatures that go
Wrestling.
bump in the night.
Yeah,
And wrestling, yeah, wrestling.
the old wrestler. Wrestling.
And yeah, I did not, I was not a wrestler.
That's right,
I
you did
hate
a
to-
lot of other things.
Yeah.
You
That
kept
was an
very
April
busy.
Fool's, I think there was an April Fool's.
Did anybody think that was real? Did anybody believe that? Yeah, sorry.
I have a mean side though, but you don't want to see it.
I don't. But thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Also, too, so I think we're going to get ready. I don't know how many questions we have. It's sometimes at the end we get kind of,
Yeah. And Sean gave me a heads up. He says, tonight we have a drag and drop question. I'm like, drag and drop? I'm thinking of fire-eating dragon dropping somebody out of the sky. No, he said a drag
I have an
and
update.
drop.
drag and
And
drop.
a drop, so you have to
Drag
click
and.
on and move stuff around. So there's a little bit of dexterity
Yeah,
involved.
it's not a drag and drop. That would be different. But our producer, Sean Garrett, just gave us some really great information.
Okay.
Commercially, the top 10 apple producing states are Washington, New York, Michigan, Pennsylvania, that's us, California, Virginia, North Carolina, Oregon, Ohio, and Idaho.
Fascinating.
I had no idea. And that's according to the census 2021. Not bad.
Heard it here. We're number 4. There could be
Number
a chant
4.
there.
New York
We're
is
number
ahead of
4,
us,
yeah.
Michigan and Washington. It's pretty good.
I'll say.
Thank you, Producer Sean, for giving us smart stuff to talk about.
Okay.
Really
Well,
appreciate
maybe that'll be
that.
a question. Everybody will get it right. What
I don't
number
know.
is Pennsylvania in terms of apple production?
Well, it's nice to be a part of that.
It is. And remember,
Yeah.
the more quickly you answer correctly, the more points you get, double
Dragon
points
drop.
for stars.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, the dragon. Beware. What folk singer and social activist sailed his boat Clearwater from New York City to Washington, D.C. to celebrate the first Earth Day? Pete Seeger, Joan Baez, Arlo Guthrie, or Jim Page?
That is not a photo of him. I just want to clarify
I
that.
love that. That's no help.
This individual would want me to clarify that. I'm guessing, I love the name Arlo. I don't know if that's,
They have people, it's like a toss-up between Arlo and Pete Seeger. I was thinking Pete
Pete.
Seeger, because
okay.
did you see A Complete Unknown?
I didn't.
He was depicted as really an intelligent guy. He seemed like a sailor, but anyway.
Corey might have known right away. From which of these Latin words does the term opera originate? Opus, apparato, apparatus, or Ophelio? Am I saying these? I don't say
No, I
things
think
right.
you're doing a great job.
I encourage people to drink along if you're at home and safe and you're not going to drive. And every time I can't pronounce something,
Yeah.
just go ahead and
there
have a
you go.
little. So a lot of people think it's B.
Apparatio, but it's opus.
Yeah, I was wondering that, because I mean, opus is, but
Opus magnus.
The dude knew it,
Oh.
and Robert's mom.
The dude is back from Puerto
Jeff Cook's
Rico and the
little
power
fan.
failure. What products were originally manufactured by the German family Opel? Refrigerators, phonographs, sewing machines, or televisions?
Interesting. What products were originally manufactured by German family Opel? Opel. Let's call it a sewing machine.
Why not?
Yeah, let's do that.
Singers did as well.
Yeah.
Why not? That's what the people think.
Okay.
They're seldom wrong. Look at you.
Look at that.
well, refrigerators and televisions came after the car, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the exact logic I used.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like its tentacles, the word octopus has many different acceptable pluralizations. Which of these is not one of them? Okay, so like the plural. Octopuses, octopox, octopods, octopi. Ooh, I think octopi is correct.
Yeah. and
I'm
so
gonna
is A.
say
So is
B,
A. I'd say
B.
B. I'd say B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B. Look at that.
Pox. Nah, nick at it.
None of that. Ruby from
A
Boston.
pox on the pox.
Robert's mom and Greg. Good job.
Who was the first U.S. president to host a tree planting ceremony at the White House in honor of Earth Day? Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or Gerald Ford?
Did he miss Arbor Day? And like, how do I make this up?
Well, I'm just going with the date
Since
of
it's
the first.
1970, right?
I'd say Nixon.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so. People are
Maybe-
it is Nixon.
Nixon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nixon did more for the environment than people realize. He's the one who
He
pushed
really
the
did.
Clean Air
And
Act.
look at our very own Corey. Good
Yeah.
job.
Corey, he doesn't need that costume.
Oh, this is me. If you have indigestion after a meal, antacids may help. This is because the main component of antacids are isotopes, bases, analgesics. I don't know what that word is. Acids,
Analgesics.
analgesics. Drink up. And if you're looking for a place to drink, there's this really great place in Gettysburg called the Gettysburg Moonshine Company. It's bases.
Base against countering the acid.
Everybody knew because
Greg, you're the,
Oh, wow. that was
science.
point.
Yeah.
you knew that one right away. You moved right up.
Which of these words exists only in plural form, meaning there is no version without an S? Doldrums, genus, cactus, or kudos?
Wait, what?
Only in plural form. There's no version without an S.
Oh, kudos.
That's what I thought too. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
It was kudos.
No.
Doldrums. There's no doldrum.
Huh.
That is surprising, but not
Yeah.
to
I don't know.
those people.
Two people got it right.
In the 2019 live action remake of Aladdin, the genie forms a romantic relationship with the new character Dala, who is Jafar's wife, Aladdin's sister, Jasmine's handmaid, or Jasmine's niece. So I don't know this, but it would be funny if it was Jafar's wife. I don't think that's it, but that
I don't
would
think
be
that's the way
funny.
Disney.
I don't think so
moves.
either, but it
The
would be.
Handmaiden.
Oh, of course, it's the handmaiden.
Ah.
Greg knew it. Ruby
leave it
from
at that.
Boston and the dude.
Nassim Pedrad, she was on Saturday Night Live for years.
What is the plural form of the word die, as in multiple multi-sided game pieces? Dice, dos, dice, or do?
Oh, well, I think we're looking at them in all its
Yeah.
form there.
Could be dos, meaning two?
Sí,
No.
but no. Como does it say in English as dice?
Yeah. Almost everybody got that.
Look
Was a
at our
soft toss.
smarty pants. Good job. A toss, get it? Like dice?
Yeah.
Good job. Craig, Ruby from Boston, the dude holding on to the top 3 spots. Our very own Corey, still in number 5. What California city suffered a massive oil spill in 1969, which sparked the creation of Earth Day? Santa Cruz, Eureka, Santa Barbara, or Coronado? Well, maybe that's where they get the word Eureka. And they were all like shocked. I'm going to say that. I'm just going to go.
Santa Barbara,
Ugh.
everybody thought.
Well, could be.
How
It
about
was
that?
Santa Barbara. I didn't know.
I don't remember either.
Oh, dear. Well, Greg knew. The
Yeah.
dude.
I guessed.
Corey, great job. Robert's mom. CM Punk.
What other major franchise character is played by Emma Watson, who plays Belle in the 2017 Beauty and the Beast live-action remake? Katniss Everdeen, Bella Swan, Hermione Granger, or Captain Marvel?
What?
This is kind of a soft toss to anybody under the age of 50.
Okay, well, is it?
The people say Hermione
that's
Granger. Is
her.
that Harry Potter?
Yeah, so that's Hermione, but then she was also
Correct
Belle
one.
in Beauty and the
Okay.
Beast.
Dude knew it.
Greg, of course.
Corey, really?
I never
Really?
watched Harry Potter.
Start drinking, people, because Usaj Basra, the Scottish Gaelic term for water of life, is the origin of the word whiskey, brandy, beer, or vodka. Perfect one to drink at, especially me not knowing.
Ishkabach.
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 Ishkabach. Ishkabach. Ooh, whiskey
Whiskey.
seems to be
Yeah.
what do people think.
That's
I
what the-
back
that's-
to my moonshine. I literally tried it the other day at Gettysburg Moonshine Company.
Yeah. And
It was incredible. It was so good.
smooth.
Very.
The most volcanically active moon in our solar system is Io. Io is a moon of which planet? Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, or Mars?
Io. Io.
Oh, it was Eo.
Io?
Oh,
Okay.
see, that's why-
E-I-E-I-O.
That's why
Named
I got
after Greek-
confused.
After one of the Greek music.
All right.
Of course,
Io.
so
Io it
so
is.
we know it's
Thank
Jupiter. Of course.
you. And is it Jupiter?
Is it Jupiter?
Okay. All right.
It just depends on where you're saying it, what time of day, and how many moonshine shots you've had.
Might be Io. I don't know.
You know what? What city along the Ohio River was nicknamed Queen of the West in the 1800s? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, or Evansville, Indiana. If you're along the Ohio River, Queen of the West, never eat shredded wheat, that would be, never eat shredded wheat.
Cincinnati,
I
the
was
Queen
thinking
City.
Cincinnati. Yeah.
That's why it's called the Queen City. I never knew that. See,
Yeah,
it's
but
so
the
beautiful
Drew
when we learn
Carey
together.
show was filmed in Cleveland.
That's what I thought too,
Well,
but maybe
That
it
was
wasn't.
one of the choices.
Maybe they're just,
I,
who knows?
Buda and Pest were once two separate Hungarian cities alongside the blank river, Seine, Danube, Rhone, or Rhine.
So then it became Budapest,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where my family's from.
Really?
It is, in fact. Yeah.
The Welshes, I thought, were
No,
from...
my mom's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was going to say
Danube.
of the Daniel.
Yeah. And that was double credit, so let's see.
Double. Let's see what 3 people. The dude right away.
the
CM Punk and Diane. Good
Could be.
job.
Maybe he was on...
According to NASA, the moon is moving away from the Earth at approximately how many inches per year? 2.5, 0.5, 3.5, or 1.5? I'm going to say it's the lowest because I haven't really noticed. So I have a feeling I would have noticed more. So I'm going to go with B, 0.5.
half an inch.
I just feel like I haven't noticed
people
that
are with
much.
you.
Yeah. It's not. It's 1.5. So
That's a tough
how many
question.
inches since you've been on this earth has that moved? 1.5 times your, is that?
That's about 6 feet.
Yeah. Wow.
Testiculation is another word for the act of running, blinking, coughing, or sighing. Testiculation.
I'm going to say sighing.
I think it's... Look at the photo. Maybe it helps. She keeps blinking.
She
Think-
blinks literally once.
People say blinking.
That is the worst blinking.
But it's coughing. Oh, that's like pertussin.
She's not coughing.
Maybe same word
Rude.
root.
I
Yeah.
think we know
Greg,
that.
you got it. Nailed it.
Robitussin, come on.
Robitussin, yeah.
Oh, really? Smartness. How many legs does a caterpillar have? 10, 4, 6, or 8? Look at that little guy. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm
Is
going
this
to
the
go.
same? You remember the crab? We learned that the crab has, what, 10 legs? I think that was the right answer.
Oh, my
But that
gosh.
doesn't
So
mean
I
a
think,
cat-
is it 8?
Well, I
Is
don't
this
know. Is
8?
it an arthropod? Maybe it only has 6. The people say the people agree with you.
6. The old arthropod.
That was a lucky
1,
guess.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at that.
That
Look
can't be right.
I feel like it's
The
wrong.
little one's like this freaking long.
I
He's got
know.
time.
This is why we're learning.
Since its formation in 1967, what band has included members Peter Green, Lindsey Buckingham, and Neil Finn, Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, Jethro Tull, or Crowded House?
Is that their album cover? Is this
Bare
helpful in any
Trees?
way?
I don't
Since
know.
its
Yeah,
formation,
yeah.
1967, Peter Green, Lindsey Buck, and Neil. I feel Jethro Tull would do that.
Buckingham was definitely
It's
in Fleetwood
Fleetwood-
Mac, so, but I don't know
Man.
about those other two guys. I saw Fleetwood Mac in college when Lindsey Buckingham, he wasn't even with him yet.
The dude.
Neither was
really?
Stevie Nicks. Yeah, the dude
Holding
making
on to
things
number
interesting.
2. Which girl group did Diana Ross leave in 1970 to pursue a solo career? The Shangri-Las, the Supremes, the Marvelettes, or the Ronettes?
Soft toss, soft toss.
Some people, it might not be.
If you know your Motown,
If you do, then you would know.
you know.
It's the Supremes.
Of course, yeah.
Hey, I'm calling judges. Caterpillar typically have 16 legs.
Huh.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well,
but
that was one of
Supremes
the
it is.
answers, was it?
Maybe the one was missing in front of the 6.
Well, they got what they call pro legs and true legs.
Children's author Dr. Seuss kept a collection of blank, which he claimed helped him with writer's block. Boots, coffee mugs, hats, or stuffed animals.
Well, boots. Now, come on. The only way that would
He
help
kick
you.
himself.
No, because you put them on and leave. You go walk. You take a walk.
Coffee mugs.
I'm going to say stuffed animals because
I
that would
think
give
so,
him
too.
inspiration.
I like that. But people say hats.
Oh, because cat in the hat?
Look at that.
Pretty
Dr.
simple.
Seuss was afraid of children. He didn't really like kids very much. He got very nervous around them.
But he liked hats.
Wow. And he.
And so,
That's interesting. What flowers are famous for exhibiting heliotropism? Bling, 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 bling. A move.
heliotropism.
Great. A movement in response to the direction of the sun. Say the word again.
Heliotropism.
Heliotropism.
Sun, and then trope would be facing.
So you've got A, B, C, or D. Roses, those jaggy, pointy things, those purpley like
Thistle.
things, or the sunflower.
Sunflower. People was the correct answer. I guess that's why they call it the sunflower.
And they turn toward the sun.
Yes.
That's really pretty. If
Yes.
you ever see a sunflower.
Which city is the only place in the world where the axolotl is naturally found? Mexico City, Rio de Janeiro, Jakarta, or Manila?
Look how cute he is.
Oh, look at that little
Who
axolotl.
is he?
That's
Axolotl.
because it was actually built on a giant lagoon.
I
that the
want it to
Aztecs
be
filled
Rio
in.
de Janeiro, just because
Is it Rio?
he feels like he would fit in there.
People were all over the board on this one.
Oh, Mexico.
City.
We should
Yeah,
go.
Sounds like
Mexico
a-
City was actually a lagoon. The Aztecs built a lot of small islands in to build a city, and then it's just grown from there over the centuries.
And that little guy came too. The movie Air Bud stretched out into several movies. As of 2025, how many total entities comprise of Air Bud series of films? 18, 20, 10, or 14?
This is a sad statement of the
Please
American
hold.
public. I'm
I did
sorry.
not think there were more than 4. This,
No, the
please let it
lowest
be.
answer is 10.
Let's say 10. Let's just say 10.
I would hope so. No, it's 14. 14 Air Bud. Hey,
Well,
you
here's
could have
why.
an Air Bud-a-thon.
He probably had a bunch of little dog kids, and then they each had their own spinoff. And he got so many.
What disease was Balto carrying the serum for in the 1995 film about his harrowing Alaskan adventure? Diphtheria, cholera, tuberculosis, or dysentery?
Do you remember this story?
I saw somebody anti-vax posting crap, and somebody said somebody needs to go back and watch Balto.
Oh, I think it was tuberculosis.
That's what the people think. Or the close second, diphtheria.
Oh, diphtheria.
They were
The little
tied.
girl, the family, the kid, diphtheria.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great story. It's a true story. Balto.
Greg knows the story.
Yeah, it's really good. Arrange these types of nuts in descending order of size, starting with the largest. So the largest to the smallest.
This is drag and drop.
Okay. I feel like I don't know what a coco de mure is.
I don't either.
So let's put that at the top.
Okay.
Then
that's
let's say walnut, right?
No, I think
feel-
walnuts are bigger than cashews. I don't know how about
Right.
pine nuts.
We're talking about the meat of the nut. Cashews aren't nuts.
Uh-oh, here we go. We have to descent
Hey,
already.
you know what? You know where to
People-
send a
we'll see if-
written,
I
informal
don't think it's
complaint.
gonna come down to how people do on this one. You're running out of time.
Starting with the largest.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I guess you
walnuts
keep going till you get them in the right order. I don't know how that
got
works.
walnuts, coco de mure, cashews, and pine nut.
Yeah.
So I had those two mixed up. But
That doesn't, we don't know
Don't
what
forget,
coco de
if you
mure
have
is,
a
but it's a
com-
big nut.
if you have a complaint, please address it to
Yeah,
producer
Sean.
at producer
Winning
at
bronze.
Ruby from Boston. These were great questions today. The dude.
What a great performance by the dude. He's been away at
job.
trivia camp.
Can we go more? Yes, Greg.
He's
Smashing
back.
the boundary. 14, 15.
And he's ready to take names. Way to go, Greg.
Good job. Not so bad. I am not for Katie.
Okay, could that be one of Robert's? No, I am not Katie at Robert is number 8, but Denny Weaver,
Good job.
a good family rep.
Jeff Cook's little fan.
Yeah.
Top 10 in the world.
Wow. Diane, the ever popular Diane at number 9.
I am not Katie at Robert. So there's a little.
That's a mystery
8.
that remains to be solved.
It's really
Corey,
good.
number
Good-
7.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah, way to go. But actually, looks like a tie.
Yeah.
Suffolk in bad. I think I don't want to try to pronounce that again. It could be one of those tricks.
Could be a trick.
Yeah.
But good job at number
anyway,
6.
Corey, you and that other entry are tied for 6. So you're not 7, you're 6.
Oh, look at that.
Which means that, never mind. And Robert's mom, nice job at
Nice
number
job.
5.
CM Punk, 4.
Hey, CM,
really
the bragging
great.
rights.
842.
And Ruby from Boston, again, is
The cousin?
Yeah.
Brandon's cousin.
Nice.
Really great representative for the family. So, I mean, we could almost be like Family Feud, have
Really could be.
the Weavers and the
Punks.
Punks.
This is
Punk
great.
family.
And then the dude, of
The
course.
Dude, my brother-in-law. Hello,
So,
Debbie.
all
and
in the
Keith.
family.
Yeah, great job. Like, he must have been studying well.
Yeah, these were really
Power
hard
went
questions.
down to Puerto
but,
Rico.
But Greg, real quick, Greg, what is the thing about Mexico? What were you saying?
Oh,
It was built- it was built into a lagoon. The Aztecs basically filled in the lagoon and built small islands and put buildings on them, and it just grew up over the years to become Mexico City.
Wow.
Is that the Oxalotl? What was the name of that?
Yeah, the axolotl. It's a salamander that spends its entire life underwater.
Wow.
How cute. How'd they get that picture?
Some guy with a snorkel.
They're
went
pretty
down.
popular pets.
Yeah.
Wait, they're a pet?
Oh,
Do they
God.
live in an aquarium then, I guess?
Yeah, you can have them as a pet.
So it's like a fish, but it's not.
Probably have to
He's
clean the tank.
adorable.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but
They
he's
are.
super cute. He's adorable. Well, yay, Earth Day. We did
Earth Day,
great.
yeah.
We had some good questions. We learned about the president digging a tree, the first Earth Day.
And the drag and drop, I guess that's remains to be seen. If you, why don't you let us know somehow, respond on the website, did you like it or not? What did our panelists think of the drag and drop? Was it difficult?
Did anybody get it right? Because it didn't tell us what the result
Can we
was.
see who got it right?
I think it was walnut, coco de mer,
Yep.
cashew,
And then pine nut. Yes.
But it flashed and
Yeah.
said I had them all right. It flashed green for me, so I think
Well-
the scoring might be a little. Funky.
Well, yeah, so how do you, I mean, logistically, you get them in the right orders or something you click to say that you're submitting that, or how's that work?
Submit answer.
Submit answer.
Submit answer,
submit button.
okay. So you're able to, the dexterity issue, you're able to drag them into the proper position and then just hit submit answer. Okay. Sounds like a fun thing we might want to try again. if it came down to a close game, it'd be a heck of a way to decide it.
It
but
really would.
a tough way to decide it. But
These are
Greg,
some fun.
nothing left to chance. So
Yeah.
great, beautiful job.
20% of the people got it right, which Greg was one of them.
They know they're nuts.
I didn't get it right.
So I
You
got
did?
it
I
right.
said Coco de Mer and walnut, but the answer was walnut then Coco de Mer.
Correct.
Oh, what is a Coco
Must
de
have gotten
Mer?
partial credit.
I didn't know what a Coco de Mer was because
Say
I goofed up
A
too.
large to medium-sized nut,
Yeah.
I guess.
There you go. So we
See
learned.
what we learned? We learned
we
so much
learned
useful
that.
information.
It's really good. We learned that Earth Day, some really cool things
I was
happened.
talking to a squirrel
It's a sea
today,
coconut.
so,
Wait, you were?
yeah. I saw
How do
this-
you? How exactly?
I'm jogging by and I see a squirrel trying to get into a dumpster. I said, watch it, you know.
Right.
I was expecting like some type of conversation.
No.
I was
didn't-
really
the squirrel didn't
misled.
talk back to me. I just try to, amuse myself, so.
That's great. I have a feeling you have just a constant happy personality. I don't think you've ever had a bad day.
Thank you. We'll leave it at that. Going with that. That's a
Happy
good-
Earth Day. Get
Happy
out
Earth Day to you.
to the Blossom Belt, see the agriculture,
Right.
see the farmlands that keep us thriving.
All the roses, do the
Beautiful.
blossom give off a pleasant odor?
Some,
Aroma?
Yeah, a little bit, but there are plants and flowers everywhere. Tulips are up for like another week, and then
Yeah.
they're out of here. So some of these things are so fast. So get out. It will be a little rainy this weekend, but don't let that dampen your spirits. And please go out to the Blossom Festival out in Biglerville. Hollabaugh Brothers, check on community media's website, bulletin board, and what's happening for everything that's going on. Yay.
Panelists, any parting thoughts? Final shout outs?
I'd just like to say that even if Anna would have been playing, I think I would have beat her tonight.
He just wants it on record.
Did you
Okay.
hear that, Anna? Yeah, she's gonna check it out.
I don't know.
probably.
She knows a lot about some of the things.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
don't know.
hypothetical. We'll
Yeah.
never know,
Never know.
so.
Never know. All right.
Well, until next week.
Yeah, until
Everybody
next
gonna
week.
be available, panelists, next
I should
Tuesday?
be.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good.
All right. We'll see you soon then.
Amy Welsh, great to have you back.
Jeff Cook, thanks for
you.
being here. Happy Earth Day.
Great job. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Great job, Sean and Jordan, as always. And
Yeah.
how about next week?
How about it?
Let's do it again.
All right. See you then. It's not visually appealing. You have got to be kidding me. That's an actual nut. And what is the name of it called? A Coco de Mer? That's called a Coco de Mer? Oh my gosh, that's gonna be my new favorite word. Like, girl, you look Coco de Mer. Are you working out? You look Coco de Mer.
Absolutely, personal pride fills in right here. You've got to step up and do it. I mean, it'd be easy to roll over, but I don't think Milan Brown's going to let them roll over. I don't think they have any intention of rolling over. I just think that they're going to come out and play as hard as they can play for these 3 games.
And they should be loose as well, so why not let it all out here on the court?
Well, you're liable to see 3 great games out of them because they're capable. It's just that things haven't gone right for them. Start out the conference 3-0. And with 2 road wins, no less. So you would think we were in great shape. But all of a sudden, we hit a wall. We couldn't win at home, which is really unusual.
Well, let's hope they turn it around here tonight. Spring is just around the corner. Are we be heading out to the golf course?
Absolutely. As soon as I get a couple dry days and the courts aren't mucky, the courses rather aren't mucky, they get a little roll, I'll feel good, get out there. Maybe I can get Kevin Robinson out there.
I'm sure you won't have too much trouble with that score. I know you miss coaching. The word is that you got to coach your granddaughter's game, filling in for your son, Bob.
That's right. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and it was a hard-fought game, but I got number 831 with a 14-10 victory in overtime.
Beautiful, Coach. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us here. All the best to you and Dottie in the days and years ahead.
Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. It was good to be with you.
Thank you, Coach. Hello again, sports fans. We are moments away from tip-off. Public address announcer Rick McCausland getting ready to introduce the starting lineup. As we mentioned at the outside, the Mound